your chin to your chest and curl the tail under for you. Go into that depth. And then take a couple of breaths where you can use the strap to widen or broaden into. You kind of use that feedback. You can pull on the straps a little bit. Use that to create more depth. And then on the next breath, slowly come up and let it go. Inhale, exhale. Pull gently on the strap. Pull back into it. Drop the chin. Curl the tail a little more. Take another big expanding breath. And then let it go. From here, lift the chest. Lift the chest. Drop your shoulders. Bring your shoulders a little closer together. And perhaps you can pull the strap a little further forward. Go into extension. And then relax. Yeah? Allow the ribs and the spine to do the movement rather than the neck. So as you pull forward, lengthen through here, and then release it out. 2 more. Bend the knees. See if you can allow that locked position to soften, and perhaps that creates some more length. And then let it go. 1 more. Use your inhale. Inhale. And then let it go. Exhale. Nice. From here, find a partner. Yes, you two are the closest in shape. Jennifer, you're my size. So you can put your hands on each other's shoulders. And you're going to bring your feet together and your knees together. You're going to stretch out your back line. Bring the knees so they touch, the toes they touch, and then draw your hips backwards. So rather than drop to the floor, use your partner to stretch backwards. Does that make sense? So rather than just dropping, think of creating length from the back of the heels to the back of the hamstrings all the way into the spine. Stepping up, bend your knees coming up. Let's do back to back. Let's get better then. So again, lengthen up. See if you can hold on to each other's hands. Step away from each other. Bring the knees together, feet together. And here's the same thing. I'm going to stretch in the front line. So from the big toe all the way up through the sternum, in through to the nose and the middle of the forehead. And perhaps you can reach the hips a little further away and use your partner straight. Whoa, sorry. Wow, that's strong. That's so good. And then release. Face the mirror. Outside hand. Side lines. Bring the feet together. From this position, reach the hips to El Camino all the time you are. Let that C curve stretch you out. Rather than flatten out, reach up to the ceiling. Take that top part of the rib cage and move it to the ceiling. So you can imagine that that rib cage is pulling into the skin and creating depth and width and length. Ooh, nice. And then release and come back. Let's do the other side. Holding on. Interlace the fingers. If you want to use their strength, interlace your fingers. Allow yourself to step out through that piece. And then shift into the side body. Create that symmetry between the front and the back. So lift that hand up higher. And then from there, come round to the front. Nice. There we are. There it is. Got it? And then gently release. Let's switch legs. Come down on the floor. You feel it all the way down here? Yes. I go all the way to the back line. I go find the back line. So from there, go for lie down. On the roller, let's use the roller. Use the roller to help you find if your spine is aligned today. So take your towel to the tip of the roller, put your head down on the front of the roller so you have support from the down to the base. Bring your knees together, feet together. Allow yourself to step your feet apart about 3 or 4 inches. So you have a great relationship with the floor. Perhaps you can press down into the feet a little bit more. Relax your shoulders around the roller. And then take a couple of breaths. And just sink deeper down. Let's go into a little marching. Use your breath. Inhale, lift one leg up into tabletop. And then exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift the other leg into tabletop. And notice when you do your marching, now alternate legs. Does it disturb your rib cage? Does it disturb your pelvis? Can you watch what happens? What does it mean to lift that leg from the floor to tabletop position? Is it all hip flexors? Can you feel some abdominals? Try not to arch your back. See if you can take the back ribs into the wall. Do one more on each side. From here, placing the feet down on the ground again, just do pelvic lifts. Just lift the pelvis straight up for me. Recognize your inner thighs. What does that mean? Can you stand, put pressure on the inside borders of your feet, and then let your hips come down? Can you see the difference? The minute you put pressure on the inside borders of your feet, you'll find your adductors. So you lift and hold, and then you exhale to mushroom. So you're just lifting first. Now we'll do the articulating bridge. So take the tail, reach the tail towards your knees, draw your belly away from your inner thighs as you lift up in the bridge. And when you're at the top, take a deep breath in. And again, start to lower down, sink the chest, relax the pec, and come all the way down. Take a breath. Use about 30% of that exhale before you come up. At the top, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften the pec. Can you do that? Soften the pec, roll down, reach through the lower spine, and then bring it all the way to the base. One last one. From here, go up into bridge again, peel up into bridge, stop at the top. Have you changed anything? Were there any reflex actions to do that last one? Check to see if you changed anything. And then go into marching again. Lift one leg up into tabletop. Hold that thought. Place the foot back down again. Re-establish your connection, then take the other leg up into tabletop. Become aware of the pelvis in space. When you lift one leg, does the other hip drop? Yeah? You're going to have to find your obliques at some point during this. You can use your hands. Use your hands to tell you where you are in space. Put your hands on your hips, notice if they drop. Yeah? On the bikini bottoms, put your hands on the bikini bottoms. That'll tell you. Yeah, nice. When things start to get difficult, decide to hold that breath. So see if you can keep that breathing in the forefront of your thinking. One more on each side. And then release and come back down. Thank you, Sophie. We're done.